And one, and we're live. Happy Tuesday. How we doing, kids? Good?
Yeah.
All right. Today is Tuesday, March 31st, 2020. And today we're going to review page 13 to page 21 of our packet. Okay, the packet is a continuation from yesterday, which was Monday, March 30th. So everyone should be on page 13, which is problem 11, and it says surface area. That's where we're going to start today. So I'm going to show you the page. This is what we're on. All right, everyone's on page 13. That says surface area. So when I call your name, you're going to come off mute and you're going to read me the problem. And after you read the problem and answer the questions, then you go back on mute. So here we go. All right. So the first person to come off of mute is going to be Kamiya.
What?
Come off of mute and read me page 13. The surface area. All right, if you can't find it, we'll come back to you. So, Kamiya, go back on mute. We'll call you at another point. I'm going to mute you. Anthony, come off mute.
Okay.
And you're going to read me page 13, number 11, sir.
Okay. The surface area S of a rectangular prism with length 1, width W, and height H can be found using the formula below. What is the surface area in square inches of a prism with a length of 5 inches, a width of 3 inches, and a height of 9 inches?
Okay. So, first of all, what is the surface area formula?
S LW plus WH plus HL.
Okay. Now, there's nothing I'm not doing that's on your paper. Tell me the length. What is the L of this rectangular prism?
5.
5 what?
5 inches.
Okay, so where it says length, I'm going to type it in, which is L. You guys are going to write 5 inches. Anthony, can you tell me the width, the W? How many inches is that?
3 inches.
We're going to write 3IN. If you don't have this packet, you can write this on paper. The height, H, is how much?
The height is 9
And
inches.
do we know the S, which is the surface area? Do we know it, or we're going to find
No,
it?
we have to find it.
Okay, the surface area is going to be a line, and it's going to be inches to the 2 power. It's going to be inches, and I'm going to put the caret squared. That's what your paper should look like. So, Anthony, hold that thought for a second. I'm going to show everybody what the first line will look like. The surface area is going to look like this formulated. The length is 5, the width is 3, and the height is 9, and I don't know the surface area. So now, I got to write down the surface area formula. The surface area formula says S equal 2 parentheses LW plus WH plus HL. Looks like mine. So the first line of your paper, whether you're writing it on the packet or loose leaf, will look like this. S equal 2 parentheses LW plus WH plus HL. Now, I'm going to substitute the numbers in the correct spot. So the length is going to be 5 times 3, which is the width. The width and the height, it's 3 for the width, 9 for the height. And the height is 9 and the length is 5. Now, who can tell me 5 times 3?
15.
15. Who can tell me 3 times 9?
27.
27. And who can tell me 9 times 5?
45.
45.
Okay,
45.
45. So please tell me, and you're going to type this in the chat. I need you to tell me what. This is what I need you to figure out, okay? I need you to tell me what 15 plus 27 plus 45 is. So write it down in the chat what 15 plus 27 plus 45 is. So please tell me what that is. Write it in the chat. $87. I got one response. I'm waiting on 2 more.
Nathan already responded.
He did?
Yeah, above your message.
Oh, yes. Kamiya, I need 15 plus 27 plus 45. Waiting on you, dear.
I'm writing it.
Okay, type it. Because we got to move on. We got 2 people that say it's 87. Did you get that answer or something different?
Yes, I got
Good
that.
job. So now you're going to take the 87 times 2 and type the answer down. Nathan's already ahead. He got an answer. I need 87 times 2. $174. Come on. All right, now is what your piece should look like. Don't tell me it froze again. Okay, so now we just added this up and we got 87, and then it says there's a 2 outside because that's what the formula says, and we get 174 inches squared. That is the surface area of this right rectangular prism, 174 inches. Please take the next 10 seconds to write this, and then we're going to move on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Miss Canella is
5,
blurry.
4. Is that better, Kamiya? 3.
I still can't see it.
All right. I'm going to, Kamiya, I'll have to text your mom at the end, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's move on to the next page now. Let's go to page 14. It looks like this. All right, so this is now, let me make the page clearer. Page 14, problem 12, solving equations. All right. Anthony, unmute yourself, please. Okay, Anthony, I'm going to pin you to the screen. Anthony, can you read me page 14, problem 12, sir?
13 plus... an equation is shown below. 13 plus 4 plus e equals 25. What value of e makes the equation true?
Okay, so Anthony, what do we got to do with the 13 and the 4? What operation?
Add.
Add. Hey, Hailey, we're recording. How we doing?
I'm good.
All right, Hailey, if you don't have the packet, we're in yesterday's packet. We're on page 14. I will text your mom page 13, okay? All right, so go on mute now because someone's answering the question, okay? We're on page 14, number 12 now. All right. So, Anthony, as we were saying, what is 13 plus 4?
17.
17 plus e equal 25. So, this is what we're going to do, guys. Anthony, we're going to make sure everyone has what you just said. We're going to add 13 plus 4, we get 17. 17 plus e equal 25. I got to make the wall method because I need to figure out 17 plus what is 25, right? So the 17 is addition. So in order to find out what e, or the variable, the unknown amount is, I need to do the opposite or inverse of addition, which is subtraction. So I got to subtract 17 on both sides. If I subtract 17 on the left, I do it on the right. So now I got 25 minus 17, I get 8. Because 13 plus 4 is 17. 17 plus 8 equals 25. Therefore, the value of e has to be 8, which makes this equation true. Okay, this is the wall method when you make the horizontal and vertical line, and then you do the inverse operation on both sides to figure out or find the value of e, which is 8. Okay, we're going to move on now to page 15. Okay, so page 15 gets real tricky. So let's pay attention. All right. Page 15. It'll look like this. All right. This is a part to whole relationship question. So let's see who I'm going to call to read it. Nathan, come off mute, kiddo. It won't let me unmute you, Nathan. Okay. Nathan, show your face, please.
Okay.
Okay. Read the problem, kiddo.
A salesperson had 360,000 in sales last year, which is 40% of the sales he had this year. Right? An equation could be used to determine X, the salesperson's total amount of sales in dollars for this year.
Okay. So what Nathan just read was a problem. We need to figure out the part, the whole, and the percent. So let's look at this. What's the part here? What part was the sales that he made? And you can unmute yourself and call the answer out. So Anthony, come off mute. Hailey, come off mute. And Kamiya, come off mute. But you're going to be respectful. So Hailey and Kamiya, come off mute. Okay. So how much did he make or she make in sales?
$300,000.
Right. So that's going to represent the part, right? The part, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to figure out the whole. Another word for whole is total. And it's asking, what is the total amount? Do we know the total?
No.
No, we don't know the whole. So we're going to call it X. And do we know the percent?
Yes.
Yeah, what is it?
40.
Okay. So now what we're going to physically do is we're going to use the part to whole relationship. Okay, so I'm going to come back here and then I'm going to come back. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use the part to whole. Part to whole equal percent over 100. My part is 360,000 over X, which is the whole amount. My percent is 40% over 100. So it's going to look like this. Part over whole, part, whole, percent over 100. And there's my equation. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. No one has any questions?
No.
Nope.
So if you weren't on here yesterday, you're going to refer back to yesterday's. It was a 49-minute video from 8 a.m. and it will help you with It will help you with pages 1 to 12 because it must be completed today. And you guys have to give me an hour of iReady as well when we're done. Some of you are meeting with me at 1 o'clock. Others are not.
An hour if I ready if I did the 30 minutes for both.
If you did 30 minutes yesterday, you do have to do 30 minutes today. 30 minutes every day. Okay, it's very important. I'll be able to see who does it, and I'm tracking who does it and who doesn't. And if you don't do it, you'll be receiving emails at the end of the week. That won't be good. So please do it every day, including the weekend. Yes, Kamiya, I will give your mom the pictures. Just pay attention, okay? All right.
Okay.
Let's now go to page 16, all right? All right, page 16 is a ratio. So it's going to look like mine. All right.
How do we see that?
It's page 16.
I know.
Hailey, can you read it?
Page 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's pin you to the screen now. Where's your face, Hailey?
I don't know.
There you are. Oh, you look cute. Go
A
ahead.
soccer player attempts 18 goals in a game. If he makes 19 of the attempted goals, write a ratio to describe the number of goals the player made to the number of goals the soccer player attempt. You must simplify the ratio.
Okay, so Hailey, we're writing a ratio, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to write made over attempted. So everyone put made over attempted. Hailey, where's your packet?
Right here.
Did you write made over attempted?
No.
Take the pencil and write made over attempted. Equals. How many were made? How many did he attempt to make? How many
9.
goals were 9? 9 over how many attempted?
8.
8 or 18?
18.
So 9 over 18 is the first ratio. Come back here, Haley. Now, 9 over 18. Haley, come back here. 9 over 18. Now, Haley, I need to simplify 9 over 18. What can I divide both 9 and 18 by? What number? Help her out. Type it in the chat. What goes into both 9 and 18?
7.
2 more.
3.
9. 3 goes in. We could do that. But if we want to get, Haley, the biggest number, we're going to divide the top and bottom by 9. So look, Haley. Ready, Haley? Get your packet out. Oh. Okay. So we're going to divide 9 both. Uh-oh. And when we divide 9 by 9, we get 1. And when we divide 18 by 9, we get 2. So the ratio is 9 over 18, which is simplified to 1 over 2.
What? 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 Come on.
That's the answer. Now let's do the next one. We're now going to go to page 17. Okay, it looks like this. Now, this is an order of operation question. This is a PEMDAS question. Okay?
Okay.
So, we need to figure out what 12 squared means. And that means 12 times 12, because the exponent, which is the number raised, tells me how many times to multiply the base, which is 12. So 12 times 12 is 144, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to write expression ABC on my paper and make 3-column chart. Okay? So now, A, 20 squared minus 18 squared. I'm going to write that expression. 20 squared minus 18 squared. 20 squared means 20 times 20, which is 400. And 18 squared is 18 times 18, which is 324. When I subtract 400 from 324, I'm going to get 76. So A is going to be 76. Here, Haley. So 76 is not the same as 144. So A is not an answer, or expression A is not true. Now, let's go look at choice.
Wait.
What?
I got Kamiya.
Oh, I'm sorry. So again, all I did is I took 20 squared and I expanded it out. The exponent, which is the 2, tells me how many times to multiply the 20, and it's 20 times 20, which is 400. And 18 squared, which is 18 times 18, which is 324. When I subtract 400 from 324, I get 76. All right, now we're going to go to choice B now. Choice B. The expression for B says 8 parentheses 4 squared parentheses plus 2 to the 4th. So according to PEMDAS, I got to do what's in the parentheses first, because P parentheses comes first. So 4 squared is 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So 8 times 16 is 128. Then I'm going to do 2 to the 4th, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. And another 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 times 4 give me 16. Therefore, when I do the math here for expression B, I get, as I just 16 plus 16. 128 plus 16 equal 144. So choice B is one of the answers, or expression B. Now, let's look at expression C. We got 15 squared minus 3 to the 4th. Well, according to PEMDAS, there's no parentheses. Next is exponents. 15 squared is 15 times 15. And 3 to the 4th is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Therefore, 15 times 15 is 225, and 3 times 3 is 9, and another 3 times 3 is 9. So 2 groups of 9 give me 81. So 225
Baffle.
minus 81 give me 144. So the answer is choice B and C are the expressions that have the same value of 12 squared, which is 12 times 12, which is equivalent or equal to 144. Questions about this page?
No.
Yes, I have one.
What's your question, Anthony?
I need to can you go over number B?
Sure, expression B again?
How about
So
the
four-
bathroom?
Yes. 4 squared, Anthony, means 4 times 4, which is 16. 2 to the 4th power means I take 4, which is the exponent, and I multiply the base 4 times. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 2 is 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 4 times 4 gives me 16. You follow that?
Yeah.
So now 8 times 16 is 128, plus 16 is 144.
Oh.
Okay, just be careful on your calculations. That's where a lot of you guys go wrong, all right?
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the next page. Almost there. A few more pages. Let's go to page 18. Now, somebody was real clever earlier today at 8 a.m. They did something really unique. And I want to show you what they did, actually. I'm going to erase what I originally had, because I want to show you what, it was actually Annalena did it at 8 a.m. this morning, because I know you guys aren't getting up at that hour. But if you had school, you would have to be up, so. All right. This is the page we're at. Hailey, can you read this? Yada yada. Oh, she's went to the bathroom. Anthony, read me this problem, please.
All right. Give me a second.
I'm gonna bring you up. Show your face, kiddo.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yariel
Yadiel.
bounces a basketball 50 in 30 seconds. At that rate, approximately how many times will Yariel bounce the ball in 150 seconds?
All right. So Anthony, we're comparing what to seconds. What and what? Bounces to what?
Bounces to seconds.
Okay, chart. We're gonna write bounces and seconds, and I'm gonna show you why. A little easier than a proportion. I'm using Annalena's strategy. Bounces over seconds. Now, 50 bounces in how many seconds? How many times does it take me to bounce the ball in 50 seconds? How many?
30.
30. So I'm going to write 50 and 30. I need to get to 150 seconds. So if I keep adding 30, what would be next? 30.
30, 60.
Keep going. Give me the multiples. 30, 60. Keep going.
30, 60, 120.
Oh, 30, 60, 90.
Oh, now 120.
120 and 150, right?
Yes.
All right, so let me write that down. I'm going to write 60. I'm going to show you 90. Don't do anything yet. 120 and 150 on the seconds. This is what you just. Now. Oh, my computer is really hot. All right. Now I'm going to keep adding 50. What will come next? 50? 50. What comes next?
100, 50, 100, 150.
I can't see.
Uh-huh. So 50, 100. Hailey, hold on.
It's like
50, 100. Somebody help me count by 50s.
50, 100, 150,
We stop.
200, 250, 300,
Good.
350.
Okay, we can stop
and
there.
1,000.
All right, good. Look.
I'm smart.
So here it says if he bounces the ball in 150 seconds is how many bounces? How many bounces is it? What does it say?
250.
Thank you. So the answer you're right is 250 on the line. Now you could have also done 50 over 30 equals something over 150. I know that you got to multiply by 5 because look, how do I go from 50 to 250? How do I get from 50 to 250 and multiply by 5? So 30 times 5 is 150. Do you agree?
Yup.
30 times 5 is 150 and 50 times 5 is 250, right?
Uh-huh.
So either way is fine. I like this because it's more visual and concrete, which means you're going to get it right and you could see. You keep adding 50 on the bounces and you add 30 on the seconds until you get to 150, which shows me it's 250 times he bounces the ball. Question? Comment? Good? Let's move on. All right. 19. I'm going to erase what I did so that we're almost done. We only got 3 more pages after this, and then you have an exit ticket that we're going to go over. That's on Google Classroom. And then you have to do iReady. You owe me an hour if you didn't do it yesterday. If you did it, you owe me 30 minutes. If not, you owe me an hour today. And I'm able to check that as well. All right. This is it. So, Hailey, I would like for you to read me page 19 now. Okay? Hailey, can you read this?
Oh, okay. When corn seeds germinate, didn't we do this problem already?
We did. It's just a different expression. But go ahead. Keep going.
Okay.
Good memory.
When corn seeds germinate, they tend to grow 5 inches in the first week, and then 3 inches per 3 inches per week for the remainder of the season. The relationship between the height and the number of weeks since germination, W, is shown below. 8. Complete the missing values in the table.
Okay. So, Hailey, I'm going to put you on the spot because I know you can do it because you recognize that we did something very similar. So, Hailey, how do we go from 5 to 8?
From 5 to 8?
Yeah, how do I get there? What do I do?
See, I have bad memory.
No, you don't. How do we get from 5 to 8? Are we adding or are we subtracting by 3?
Adding?
Good. So 5 plus 3, would you agree, is 8, guys?
Yeah.
Is 8 plus 3, 11?
8 plus 3, 11.
Is it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is 11 plus 3, 14?
Yeah.
Yes.
So then how do I go from 14 to here? If I
Seven.
keep adding, good.
17.
Yeah,
And
keep
then-
adding
yeah.
3 and you'll get your answer.
Good. So 17, and what would this be if I keep
20.
adding 3?
It will be 17 and 20.
Good. Good job, Anthony.
I said
So-
that.
I know, I heard you. And Hailey, you're going to do the next part because you're doing so fabulous, guys. Okay. I want to show you what I just marked on my paper so that you know. I took what Hailey and Anthony were just saying. We keep adding 3 to each number to get the next. We start, add 3 to get the next, end, add 3 to get the next, add 3 to get the next, add 3 to get the next, add 3 to get the next. Now, the expression that you're physically going to do is 2 plus 3W. But W is 20. So what am I going to do with the W and the 3? What operation is this? Right here.
You have to multiply 20 times 3,
Which is what?
which is
I don't know.
Yes, you do know. Help him out.
60. 60.
Yes, good job, Anthony. So 2 plus 3 times 20 is 60. So 60 plus 2 is how much, Anthony?
60 plus 2 is 62.
So Anthony, how tall will the plant be after 20 weeks?
62.
62. So Haley, let me see your work. I'm gonna make sure you wrote it right. Let me see. What did Miss Rojas do?
The thing.
Miss Rojas. Perfect. Let me see the bottom part.
I did that.
And let me see what you wrote on the answer line. Excellent job, Haley. All right, let's turn to now page 20, guys. And yes, Haley, we did a question very similar to this. So, Haley, I missed hearing from you when you went to go to the restroom. Can you read page 20 for me, part 1?
Page page 20.
Yes, ma'am. Part 1.
Okay. Part 1, guys. Okay.
Okay.
Jameer worked at the warehouse after school. He earned 12.25 per hour stacking boxes, which equation correctly related what?
Relates. Sorry.
Relates Jameer's total earnings due to the number of hours she worked. H.
Okay. So, Haley, here's my question. I love that you read that, but now the next thing is I need to see you. There you go. Okay, now you're good. Stay there. Don't move. Okay. So, Haley, how much money did Jameer earn?
12.25.
Right, $12.25. But Haley, does it say how many hours he worked, or it says per hour, which means 1 hour?
Yeah.
Each hour.
This per
Huh?
hour.
Right. So am I going to use the variable H for hour or the variable D for earnings? What makes sense there?
H. It's H.
H. What am I going to do with the 12.25 and the H? Am I going to add or multiply?
Multiply.
Right. So I'm going to take $12.25 times H to equal my earnings, which means I circle what choice? Is it A or B?
B.
Oh,
B.
A.
someone said A. Haley, what do you think?
I'm thinking it's like
I chose B because you said you have to multiply 12.25 by H.
By H. That says 12.25 times D, Haley. So what do you agree with? Is it A or B?
I'm gonna go with B, people.
Well, let's look at it. How much was it per hour?
12.25 cents.
Right, H. So 12.25 H is being multiplied to equal D. So
Yes.
which answer is it? A or B now?
I might go with A for a little because
We're with A now.
yeah.
Why are you going with A, the two of you? Haley, let me hear from you first, then we'll go to Anthony. Haley, why is it A now? You say I'm going to go with A now.
Because you're multiplying 12.25 cents, okay, guys? And H. So you put that together. And at first, I didn't notice that there's a D in B, but now I see it in A. So I'm gonna go with A because it has 25. It has 12.25 H.
Okay. Because it's per hour. So
Yeah.
that's why you have to have the H and not the D next to the hourly rate.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, what's your reasoning? Thank you. I
My
like that.
reason is that you multiply 12.25 times H, which is gonna give you D.
Okay. So you see your mistake now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Anthony, since you're on the screen, I want to know if he works 8 hours, how much money does he make? So what goes in place of H now? What number?
8.
8. So everybody in the chat now is going to tell me this answer. 12.25 times H. I need an answer in the chat. Whoever's here with me, tell me what 12.25 times 8 is. Chat your answer here. Every single one of you. I got 2 answers. Anthony. I just need Kamiya.
I got it right.
You're doing so good, Haley. I'm proud of you. All right. See what happens when we focus and give it our all? Look, we do awesome, right?
Yep.
All right. We all got $98. So the answer is $98, and it looks like this. Right? Look. $98. Do we see that?
Yeah.
So there's two ways you can write $98 because when we think of money, we deal with cents to the hundreds place. It could just be written as a normal 98, which is a whole number, or we can think about money, tenths, hundreds place, because money is based on hundreds, right? There are 100 cents that make up a dollar, right? So 98.00 is the same as $98. Either one of these is correct, but when you do the math mathematically, this is really what it is. But that's fine as well. Okay, let's look at the last page and then we're done. And you guys have to do the exit ticket.
Look
That's
at my feet.
huh?
Those are my feet.
Listen, we have an exit ticket to do on your own on Google Classroom, and you have to owe me. You owe me either 30 minutes or 60 minutes on iReady if you didn't do it yesterday. I'll be able to check that. Okay. Last page. All right, this one's a little tricky, but I'm gonna try my best to help you out. All right, let me go to my clean
I
paper.
got this, guys.
Well, let me get the hat that I want for the.
All right, let's look at what we got.
First,
Come on, don't lose me. Don't lose your focus now. You're doing
you
so
have
good
to
now.
use pandas, and you need to do the parentheses first.
Oh, well,
I know.
yes.
Never wore this hat.
Hold on, Haley. Hold that thought. Say that again. What do you got to do on expression one?
To use pandas, and you need to do what it says, and do the parentheses first.
And going with that, when you have parentheses, you use a distributed property. Come back here, which is the box method. Yes? Good, Haley. Okay, so look what we're going to do now. Here's what we're going to do. I got to cover up some of this work. Okay. So, oh, I froze. All right. So, I came away from the screen. So let me. Oh no, sorry guys. All right, here we go.
My siblings were calling
So
me.
we got this. We have. Okay, we need to come up with 3 columns on our paper: expression 1, expression 2, and expression 3. And it says, use the properties of operations to write 3 different equivalent expressions to represent the length of the other 3 sides of the square. One of your expressions should contain 2 terms. So I'm going to have expression 1, expression 2, and expression 3. And next to expression 3, I wrote 2 terms. When we get to a term, when we get here, I'll tell you what that is. Let's look at here. So I'm going to take this expression, which is the 6 parentheses, 3x plus 8, close the parentheses, plus 32 plus 12x. I'm going to write that down under number 1. Okay? So it's going to look like my paper. It's going to look like this. Okay? So I'm rewriting expression 1 under expression 1. Now, Haley said that we got to use the distributive property and use the box method. So let's make a box. We're going to multiply the 6 because that's on the outside. And the inside terms, a term is separated by either an addition, a subtraction, or multiplication sign. So we got 3x plus 8. Now I'm going to multiply 6 times 3x, which is what, Haley? Haley, did I lose you? Oh, no, there goes all my markers. Okay, the markers just left. Somebody, 6 times 3. I need help. I forgot how to multiply.
6 times 3 is 18.
18. Oh, Haley got cut out of the meeting.
I'm right
What's
here.
6? You're here? 6 times 8.
18.
18.
I'm
So now, would you all agree that
6 times 3.
we got 18x plus 48 is what this parentheses is equal to, yes? And I'm just going to bring down the 32 plus the 12x. So there's my expression 1 answer. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at expression 2. I'm just going to take the expression 1 that I just found, and I'm going to rewrite that. Now, if you noticed, why did I circle the 18x and the 12x? Why do you think I circled that? Somebody tell me.
Oh, because that was like that was your answer for the box method.
Well, not really. Look at the variables. Are the variables the same? Are they like?
No.
X and X, are they the same thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they are called like terms. Like terms mean I either add or subtract.
And oops.
So what's 18 plus 12, guys?
18 plus 12.
20 something. It's 20
Not
something.
20. Write it down on your paper. Don't guess.
18. Oh,
18 plus 12.
30.
30x.
Why?
And then I just
Why
bring down,
triple?
look, I just bring down the 48 and the 32. So this is expression 2. I use this expression and I put together what's the same or like, and I just attach the other numbers. Now, the next one. I'm going to rewrite this answer here for expression 3. And I need to come up with 2 terms. That means, as I said before, when Hailey was doing, I think, the box method, or one of you, that a term is separated by either an addition, a subtraction, a multiplication, or a division sign. So 30x plus 48 plus 32. Well, I know that I can put together these terms because they are both whole numbers. So when I put together 48 plus 32, I get 80. So 30x is one term plus 80 is your second term. And there is the answer to expression 1, 2, and expression 3. Pretty easy, right?
Can I see expression 1 real quick?
Here. This one? You guys good now?
32. Almost.
Hailey, make sure you do those exit tickets and take your time.
All right, I'm good.
Everyone good?
Yep.
Can I okay, I'm going to come back now. All right, so guess what? There you have it. We finished for today. We went over pages 13 to 21.
Yes.
Again, Miss Hailey, if you guys do not know your iReady information, please reach out to me via a text or Google chat or your parent's cell phone. And I'll be more than happy. Listen, I'll be more than happy to provide that. You did 30 minutes yesterday, then you only owe me 30 today. Okay. But if not, you owe me an hour.
Aw.
Please make sure you do the work. And if you have a problem or if you need more help, please reach out.
I forgot. I didn't know that we had to do the iReady. That's why I didn't
Remember, if I'm your advisor, I'm meeting with you today at 1 o'clock. I'll see you then. Hey, Miss Medina.
You know, I know she was here. She was here.
I didn't know.
Yes, it was a great class. Good job. This was awesome.
And wait, Miss Medina, you're live. You're a special visitor. You're recording.
Oh, that's so great. Everyone. So great to see you all.
All right. So I want to say that I hope that you guys have a great rest of the day. I hope that you're able to do what you need to do. Make sure you stay safe. Make sure you wash those hands. And check back here again tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Bye, my kids.
Bye, Miss Ella.
I'll see you at 1, some of you. Bye.
Bye.